A Jewish man dies without baptism. A year later, Padre Pio writes one shocking sentence. He is saved. In the 1960s, while the world rushed toward modernity, something unimaginable happened in a small mountain town in southern Italy. A humble friar, marked by the wounds of Christ, was about to reveal a mystery so startling that it still shakes souls today. His name was Padre Pio. People came to him for miracles, healings, prophecies. But this story is none of those. This is the story of a Jewish man in purgatory, seen by a Catholic saint.
In 1965, in the United States, a woman named Florence Feynman received devastating news. Her father, Julius Fine, had a fatal illness doctors called Lou Gehrig's disease, ALS. His body was shutting down, but his mind remained painfully alert. Yet Julius was no ordinary man. He was gentle. He was honest. He loved God in the only way he knew, through the faith of his ancestors. He was a devout Jew, a good man. Florence, however, was Catholic. And in her anguish, she wrote to a man she had never met, Padre Pio of San Giovanni Rotondo. She begged him to pray for her father. To protect him. To help him. Weeks later, a letter arrived. Padre Pio had written, "I will pray for him. I take him under my protection." Those words were a lifeline. A year later, in February 1966, Julius died surrounded by those he loved. Florence felt peace at first, an unexplainable stillness, as if heaven itself whispered, "Be calm." But then it came. The question no one wants to face. He died without baptism. Can he be saved? People had told her no. They had told her the door was closed. And her heart broke all over again. For 2 years she searched, prayed, cried, until she returned to Italy in 1967. This time, she wrote to Padre Pio again. This time, she begged for an answer. Weeks passed. Then a letter came. Just one sentence. Handwritten by Padre Pio himself. Julius Fine is saved. But it is necessary to pray much for him. Florence froze. A Jewish man. Unbaptized. Saved. Padre Pio wasn't guessing. He wasn't speculating. He was speaking with the quiet certainty of someone who had seen what others could not. And Florence understood. Her father was in purgatory. Already saved, yet still being purified by love. Padre Pio often said he saw souls from purgatory, sometimes daily. He wasn't afraid of them. He called them, poor souls longing for light. He offered his prayers, his sufferings, even his physical pain for their freedom. And when a soul finally reached heaven, he said they returned, radiant and grateful, to intercede for the living. So what did it mean that he saw a Jewish soul there? Not that all paths lead to heaven. Not that baptism doesn't matter. But that God's mercy is deeper than our understanding, and his ways are not all revealed to us. Christ gave a clear command. Go and baptize all nations. That mission stands. The saints lived and died for it. But what God does in the hidden moments of a soul's final breath, that remains his mystery. Purgatory is not a second hell. It is a place of hope. A place where those who are already saved are purified by love. There is only one door out of purgatory, and it opens to heaven. The saints say its fire is the fire of God's love, burning away everything that is not worthy of him. Saint Catherine of Genoa even said the joy of purgatory is greater than any joy on earth, because those souls know heaven is guaranteed. The Church has prayed for the dead for 2,000 years. From the catacombs to the Council of Trent to today. Not superstition. Not tradition for tradition's sake. But because the souls in purgatory cannot help themselves, and we can. Every Mass, every prayer, every sacrifice is a beam of mercy breaking into their night. As St. Thomas Aquinas said, "We do not pray for those in hell, they cannot be helped. We do not pray for those in heaven, they need nothing. Therefore, we pray for those in between." The story of Julius Fine is not just a miracle of mercy. It is a warning. A challenge. A call. God's grace can reach anyone. At any moment. In ways we cannot imagine. But we must live as if eternity is real. Padre Pio once said, "I see so many souls from purgatory that I am no longer afraid of them." May we live with that same faith. Praying for the dead. Purifying our own souls. And remembering that every act of love echoes into eternity. And if you want more stories like this, stories of the saints, of miracles, of mysteries that shake the soul, subscribe now. Because tomorrow, we begin another journey.